Hi there, my name is Carla and I'm excited to do this video today. I'm going to be playing with a foundation that I haven't used for many years, and that is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin foundation. I've seen a lot of people starting to use this again, and I don't remember how I feel about it, and so I think I got a decent shade. So we're just going to see how this applies to mature skin today. I'm also really happy to play with the Pat McGrath, one of the eyeshadow palettes from the Love collection again. And this is Iconic Infatuation. So I'll be showing you that color story again, and we'll be playing with that again. A little bit about me: I'm not a makeup artist, I'm not a professional model, and I'm not 18 years old anymore. But I do love makeup. I love all things beauty and skincare, and I love entertaining people, making people happy. And so I just started this channel. I was inspired by many of the YouTubers that I've been watching. Already I've done my skincare, and I use my usual products. After my cleanse, I use the First Aid Beauty Oat Milk Toner. After that, I use my Bobbi Brown under eye cream, and I used my Estee Lauder Day Wear with sunscreen. Then I put a little bit of color corrector under here and some Milani eye primer just to kind of save us some time. For a primer today, I think I'd like to go in with an illuminating primer. This is Milani Bright Side Illuminating Primer. It has vitamin C and provitamin B5 in it. I just haven't used this in a little while, and I wanted to compare it to some other illuminating primers that are really popular right now. This one's been out for a little while, and I just wanted to remind myself how I feel about it and use it on camera. I like to blend primers like this in with my fingers, and I'm going to put this all over my face, not just on the high points of my face. So it feels like a lotion. It is blending in really well. And I hope you can see some of the dewiness. Really subtle, really pretty. Yes, I like this. I would recommend it. Now, the Neutrogena Healthy Skin. This is a liquid makeup. It is in the shade Soft Beige, and it does not have a pump. It has the original packaging. Doesn't bother me. This is how I use makeup since the mid-80s, so I really don't care. It's not necessarily a thick consistency, but it's not super creamy emollient feeling. It's kind of right there in the middle. I'll use my usual BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. I'll try to get up close so that you can see the application on this. Finally, I got a decent shade match. I've been going way too light recently with my shades. Hope you can see how easily that blended in. I feel like my lighting is good today for you guys. My window is facing north. My vanity is in front of my window. I have my ceiling fan light on above and behind me. I have my natural vanity lights on in front of me, and then I have my window. And I just feel like this has given you guys a really much clearer picture of how these products are going to work. I feel like I'm getting medium coverage. I really love the way this feels. It's not too makeup-y, so it doesn't feel like my face is suffocating. But at the same time, it's not really liquidy like a serum. Wow, that's great coverage. Great match is what I meant to say. Okay. Hope you guys can see that really well. Of course, I can see the Milani illuminator peeking underneath, and I think that that's going to be a good combo. We're going to go in with our concealer next. Before I filmed, I dropped something and knocked over my entire makeup collection that I was using today. I'm getting it. We're going to use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, but this is the creamy texture. And as usual, it's too light. Can't wait till I finish these so that I can get correct shades of concealer. The regular camo is too drying for my under eyes. I noticed that immediately upon application and throughout the day, the lines that I have under my eyes become more pronounced, and I feel like lines that I did not even ever have in the first place appear with the camo. I think that that's going to be a good long-lasting concealer for kind of the younger crew, but this creamy concealer from e.l.f. is more my speed. And I believe that I get medium coverage with just one application. It goes on well over my Milani eye primer. It doesn't add too thick of a layer. So that's the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Creamy Concealer. The next thing that I'm going to do is powder these under eyes before lines get a chance to get makeup in them. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier, the regular translucent powder. I ordered this. This is my first loose powder that I ordered after I started doing my makeup again. And Laura Mercier sent me 2 of them. So I have these 2 and the IT Bye Bye Pores Under Eyes Translucent Loose Powder. And I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow. This and the e.l.f. Halo Glow are my favorite. I think even though I love the e.l.f., after starting to reuse this again, I think this is even better. So this is the Laura Mercier in the translucent shade. We're going to go with our BK Beauty 103 brush now, and I'm going to use the same Laura Mercier translucent powder all over my face. Sometimes I prefer to use loose powder under the eyes, and then I use a pressed powder. Today I want to go for a more natural look, so this light loose powder works perfectly. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild bronzer. This is an affordable bronzer. It's the perfect shade for my more cool toned skin. You can see that it doesn't have a lot of yellow in it. If anything, it has more red in it, and that just suits my skin better. This just goes over the skin really well. It blends in super easily with my e.l.f. I'm going to really build this up today. My bronzer lately, when I've been applying it for you all, is not very visible, so I thought today I'm going to give you guys a nice, more heavy bronzer application. I blend this into my hairline as well. So I think you can see that's a really good shade. I'm going to use a light bronzer here and through my temples. So they say to do the figure 3 across the jawline, right here where you have a natural shadow, up the temple and the forehead. So the 3. Let's do the other side. Wet n Wild just goes on seamlessly for me. A little on the bridge of the nose, a little through my upper eyelids. Start giving me a little definition there. highlighter today, I'm going to use the Pixie. I'm looking at the shade here. It's called Rose Dew. It's a more sparkly, piecey highlighter, which I don't mind at all. Thanks to my parents, I don't have tons of texture on this skin. Both of my parents, I think, had great skin. This kind of acts like a little bit of a blush and a little bit of a highlighter. So sometimes I can get away with just using this in the bronzer as a blush. Milani is another one that I can get away with doing that. Can you see that beautiful highlight? A little on the nose, a little right here. That's the Pixie. You can get that at Target. I just finally figured out how to do my affiliate links through Amazon. I'm going to get another blush, y'all. I just need a little more pep. You know what I got recently? Emily Noel. She talks me into these things. Something that's been around since I was doing makeup in my teens, and it is the CoverGirl. This is called the Instant Cheekbones. This shade is plum something. I found it one other time. Before any of these other companies were doing highlighter and blush, CoverGirl was doing highlighter right here. So I like to just kind of dab my brush in all these shades, tap off, and look at that pigment. Really, really pretty. I always blend a little up here. Some people stop right here and then you've got bronzer and blush. So I always kind of blend in just a little bit up into my temple just to kind of make things more seamless. Just dab into all three shades. If you wanted to have more of a distinction between blush and highlighter, you could just tap into one or two of these shades and then go into that as a highlighter. But I'm kind of doing a little bit of a homemade Milani look today. Again, up in the temple a little bit, over the nose, through the eyelids, little dimension. Love that blush. Emily Noel, you keep talking me into these things, and I'm happy that you do. Let's do some clear brow gel. Today I'm going to try again to use the Oma Beauty eyebrow pencil. Hasn't been going very well. I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. If a product doesn't work for you, then it's probably best just not to buy that product again. But if you don't want to just throw it away, you can try playing around with different ways to use it. For my lips today, we're going to use Charlotte Tilbury. For my lip liner, I'm going to use an eyeliner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner in Pillow Talk. Sometimes if I'm doing a look, I'll use this on the lips and the eyes. It just kind of makes it more cohesive. Hold, please. That's so pretty as a lip liner. I've gotten all these tips from all these YouTubers about using blushes and highlighters as eyeshadow and lip and eyeliners interchangeably. Nice, cool, neutral. Looks good on the eyes and the lips. Lipstick today, we're going to use Charlotte Tilbury, the Pillow Talk Dark. I have all three Pillow Talk shades. Is Charlotte Tilbury lipstick worth all the hype? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, it is. I love this one, the Lisa Eldridge, and of course my Milani. They are all just fantastic. Let's play with our Pat McGrath. I said it without stuttering over it today. Again, today we're using the Iconic Infatuation eyeshadow palette. I think you can see the packaging a little bit better. This is from the Love collection. She released 3 eyeshadow palettes. I picked up all 3. And here she is. This is the cool, neutral story of my dreams. I could just swatch it and look at it and play with it all day, every day. This is my go-to, very favorite colors to play with. We're going to start with this one in the middle, and it is Bare Venus. We'll use a nice fluffy brush. I'll use my mirror here since I'm doing more detailed work, and I'll try not to block you guys. I started really, really light. And do you see, that's already blended. I'm just blending now because it's a habit. I don't need to blend anymore. These shadows are so velvety and just really easy to work with. I hope you can see this side a little bit better. For me, this color is true to what I see in the pan on my particular skin. Sometimes I think depending on skin tones, the color can be a little bit different. We're going to go into the next darkest shade right here, and that is Eternal Love. How sweet. Gonna darken up the outer corner here. One of these days I will get up enough courage to do a halo eye on camera. Right now I'm just trying to get the angles to where my hand is not blocking your view. But we'll get some more intricate eye looks going. I feel like I'm learning every day, and I'm enjoying this so much. I'm just enjoying talking to you all, applying makeup. I'm going to take a smaller brush now. I'm going to go into this darker color right here. This one is called Endearment. And we're going to bring it right here on the very outer part of the eyelid and very low in the crease. I'm going to use some and go under on my lower eyelid. I'm going to go pretty low today. I just want kind of a more smoky effect. So I'm going to go pretty low. When I first started doing makeup, I would have never thought that these shades would look good on my blue eyes, but I really feel like they're flattering. Hope you can see that. As usual, I'm going to take my fingers to apply the shimmers. We're going to go into this nice mauve with a little gray tone. This one is Candle Lit Affair. This one is not really soft when you pick it up with your fingers. On the eyes, it looks really pretty. I'll put this here on the outside. Put a little more on so you can see it better. So pretty. We're going to go into the medium pink shade right here. This one is Forever Adored. How adorable is that name? That's really cute. We're going to put this on the middle, blending it in with the more mauvey, purpley gray. I don't ever get tired of a neutral look. We'll go into the lightest shade now. I think this one's called Candlelit Affair. I think I confused it with another one. This is that champagne-y color that she puts in every palette. This one is leaning a little taupey pinky. Just goes perfectly with the others. A lot of impact right away on the eye. I'll go into the pink one now and just kind of blend a little bit. Make sure that everything just kind of seamlessly, one goes into the other, into the other. So pretty. Now, we're going to use Pillow Talk on the eyes. We already used Pillow Talk eyeliner on the lips. Now we're going to go into the eyes. This shade is kind of a burgundy purple. I'm not going to do a wing today. Nothing fancy, but I do want a pretty thick line up here so that you guys can see this Pillow Talk shade as an eyeliner as well. Can you see that? I'm going to need to sharpen this. I've been using her a lot lately. I thought this would go really well with this more mauvey cool tone look. Let's go ahead and do the waterline, upper and lower too. Can you see the difference there? Yeah, that's pretty. All right, put you aside to sharpen you. Oh my beauty. This time, we're going to apply the brow mascara first. I think I want to use this mirror to get close up. I've been putting clear brow gel on, and then the brow pencil, and then this last. The brow pencil has not been very impactful on my eyes. That's nice. I watched Andrea Matilano, I think is how she pronounces her name. Check out her site because she's really good with makeup application. She's inspiring. And I trust her. So, putting this brow mascara here. Yesterday when I watched her, she said that this is her current favorite brow product. And she applied the brow mascara first. And then she waited just a couple minutes while she did a couple of other things. And she applied the brow liner. So I thought, let's just try that. I'm going to use L'Oreal Voluminous. This is a purple tinted mascara. I thought it would go really well with this mauve look. I have a purple and I have more of a burgundy shade, and I have the electric blue. Of course, I think I've told you all that the voluminous mascaras are my very favorite mascaras of all time. And these formulas are good too. So I hope you're going to be able to see this more purpley mascara. It matches the Pillow Talk eyeliner really well. Let's do the bottom lashes. This weekend I'm going to work on editing programs so I can speed some of this up or cut some of it out. You guys just tell me what you like. Sometimes when I'm watching some of my favorite YouTubers, they'll speed through things and I would have liked to see the whole thing. And then sometimes I wish they would speed through. I don't know if you can see my concealer here. My eye has been tearing up because I have my menopause fan on me, and my concealer is melting off my face. Yeah, I think you can see that mascara. Now let's go back into the eyeliner. That's funny, there's a magnetic closure right here and my necklace just stuck to it. That's really funny. So we're going to try this liner now on top of the brow mascara. Either I got out a formula that's dried out, or this is maybe a little bit too light. I am having a little bit more success than I had the other 2 times that I've tried this. But I still don't think it's making that big of a difference. I'm not going to use a setting spray today because I don't need a whole lot of longevity. So I'm just going to take my makeup sponge and just blend everything in, especially that eyelid that's been tearing up a little bit. There. All right, that's our finished look using our products that I wanted to try out on camera, our Neutrogena Healthy Skin. I am so pleased with it. Looks good on my face. It's not extenuating texture. It's not caking. It's not patchy. It goes on well over the primer, under the other makeup. And then once again, this Pat McGrath palette. This was my second time playing with it on camera, and I had a blast. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave me any suggestions in the comments, anything that you think I can do better, any subjects that you would like for me to try to discuss, anything at all. I just want to get better. I want this to be an enjoyable experience for you guys because that's what it's all about. It's about you. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do CVS and Walgreens, shop with me and just vlog and just spend some time out together tomorrow. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.